Sponsored by the Big 98, Nashville's #1 for new country and the home of the Bobby Bones Show.
Matches. I'm not sure whether I should go home and practice more or burn guitars. But it is Sarah Zimmerman and Justin Davis. Thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thanks for having
good
us.
to be here, man.
You know, we talked on the news earlier to where, I first caught you guys live at the Analog at the big Gibson event. So I'm like walking around, seeing all these people, and you guys hit the stage, and it was like rock stars. Oh, I mean, you just slayed it. It's like everybody turned around and goes, "Who is that?" which is a pretty incredible. Now, you guys met at Belmont while you were both going to college, right?
Yeah.
And so what year did the band start, would you say?
That's hard to say because we knew each other for
a few years before we actually started playing. So we kind of we were both guitar majors at Belmont, so we both were thrown together to play for the rest of the class, basically. Didn't know each other at all, but they said, "Justin, Sarah, get up, play something for everyone."
Wow.
So that's how we met, and we kind of just started jamming together and stuff, but none of us really intended on being artists, really. No. So we both moved to Nashville to play guitar and play for other people. So that was still the goal for a few years before we were like, we both write songs, we should really
Yeah, it was like we were doing the whole Nashville Writers Round thing, and that kind of organically turned into something. Yeah.
Well, and I was telling you guys earlier before we came down to the studio, to where what impresses me with your songs, whether it be on the electric or with the acoustics, is the way you guys intertwine and share the guitar parts and also the vocals. To where, Sarah, you'll open up one verse, Justin will do the second one, and you guys share the chorus, and also, obviously, just as we saw, you guys share the lead work, which to me is it makes it more interesting.
Yeah,
it's sort of like a give and take, from hearing it, which was so funny too, because I was watching your YouTube channel and seeing "Boring," which was your last single that came out, and I thought it was so ironic because knowing how you guys perform, you're anything but boring. But there you guys are with the video, hanging out on a couch eating popcorn.
Yep. Yeah. Hopefully, I don't think the irony was lost anywhere.
That was the idea. It was just what's the most boring thing we could possibly do, and it was that.
You guys were just hanging out, because I know when you're actually probably hanging out at home, there's actually probably guitars around the couch.
We actually kind of ran out of space a long time ago, so we just have them kind of stacked on each other, and hopefully we can keep track of them.
I love that though. Well, and also when you're going out on tour and playing all the shows, and you guys debuted at the Bluebird, correct?
That's true. We did. That was our first real show.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah.
We didn't have a name still, but we were we're a band now.
So it's official as long as you say you're a band.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I remember it was we didn't know really what we were doing. It was on St. Patty's Day, actually, and I had this ridiculous green shamrock tie thing.
That's awesome.
It's great, except you want to really remember your first gig, and I just also want to incinerate all photo evidence of that ever happening.
That's gonna be great in a photo montage though, years from now. Oh, remember that time?
You probably still have it somewhere.
No, I tried to track them all down.
So you used striking matches with that.
Exactly.
So, how did you guys come up with that name?
Striking matches. Well, what would you say?
I think that was more you that came up with that.
I just wanted to see what you say.
Okay.
Well, we were kind of trying to come up with something that reminded us of what we were doing on stage, which was really this kind of when you throw it together, it kind of can just a spark and ignite something, which just felt really exciting, but also kind of sort of volatile and just where when we get into our jams, it's something really cool can happen, but also it can just completely get out of control.
Totally.
Well, and watching and listening to you guys too, it seems like you bring out the best in each other musically.
Oh, thank you.
I think you drive each other. Well, it's the truth. I mean, just from hearing you and seeing you, it's like you take each other to the next level, and you appreciate what each other are playing also.
Yeah.
To where it's not like, you know, some bands or duos to where it's like it's a competition. You know, like with typically any lead guitar, you know, it's like I can play that too. Watch this.
Right. Yeah.
You guys aren't that way at all.
No, I think we both know that we have like separate skills. Justin can play incredibly fast, and I don't do it like that. But I play all the slide stuff. So I think we make each other better in that way because we just our styles complement each other. That's also how we can get away with being two lead guitar players,
Right?
And not need anyone
But also
else,
playing
you know?
rhythm and supporting each other.
Yeah.
Which is incredible. And you guys have had a lot of TV play too. I got to bring this up between iZombie.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
got to tell this story, Justin.
Well, we have songs on TV, you know, a decent amount, and when there's a show called iZombie, and we heard that there was a song that was gonna be on there, and so I told my parents, and they had never heard of iZombie. And it was like, it's not exactly my parents' show, you
Right.
know?
Right.
And
Until now.
So until when I told them, and then they went and binge watched over the course of a weekend and caught up from season 1 all the way to I don't know what it was. It was like season 6 or something like that, just to catch up to the episode where our song aired, and I was like, wow.
Those are great parents.
Yeah.
But they're also like avid American Idol watchers,
They are,
and
yeah.
we had a song on American Idol that we didn't actually know it was like happening. We had heard maybe it was going to happen, but like had no idea.
Yeah.
And his mom called and was like, "I heard your song on American Idol, but I didn't think it was like it was just so funny."
Right. It's like, thanks.
She
Great
left
is
this
that?
crazy voicemail, and it was like, "Wow, that's cool." So
Well, and you
they're
guys
always
also, you know,
listening.
I got to dig in a little deeper, Justin. A few shows, I would like to say Nashville, little popular show. You had music on there.
Yeah.
Also Grey's Anatomy. A few people watch that.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I feel like that was definitely the one where maybe your girlfriends back home. and
Yeah,
things
that one
were-
was cool because I
once-
grew up watching it.
Yeah, my daughter and wife
Once that
still
got
do.
announced, that was kind of like,
Oh, she's made it.
yeah.
None of the other stuff.
I
but
kind of had like radio silence on my end, which
Yeah.
was like,
yeah.
dudes,
My Facebook went
Yeah.
nuts.
yeah.
We're not watching that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's fine. Yeah.
Well, you know, I thought it was so great too. We were talking before we came in the studio about your concept for the EPs, and you had your 2015 EP that came out, your album that you did with T-Bone Burnett.
Yeah.
But this new concept where 3 different EPs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have morning, noon, and night.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of, it's 3 parts of a day, and we wanted to show 3 parts of striking matches. So
Yeah.
each of the EPs is a little bit different. They each have their own kind of production style and their own sort of sounds, you know, and that way, because we do a lot of different things. We can sit here and play acoustic guitar, we can do the thing at the Gibson event, you know, and so we feel like our skills are in a lot of different places,
Right.
and we just wanted the opportunity to show people all of the things that we do instead of picking one.
Well, you know, and I think that's so brilliant too. And obviously, Boring has done very well. You have another single coming out next week.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's called Say What You Wanna.
Yeah.
It's crazy, just sort of frenzied.
Yeah.
It's like a rock pop song, really.
Totally,
Just tons of.
It's so fun though that you can do that with what you want with your songwriting and be able to release it that way.
Yeah.
And so, like you said, your fans and new people that haven't heard you yet but will be able to check out your music because when I was listening to stuff, getting ready for the show with the. One mic, one take.
Oh, yeah.
It's like I only know you guys as like rock guitars.
Yeah.
Like, you know, with the full-on Gibson guitar
Right,
going at
totally.
it. And so I'm hearing this going, well, this is a new facet of the band.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we just love to play, and I think being a band, you come into any situation where you walk in, maybe they don't have amps, maybe
Right.
they don't have electric guitars, and so you got to like make your band. You know, this is your bass drum.
Yeah.
You know, like, and so you're kind of almost like blending.
Which
flamenco
Sarah did
style.
mention that you have gone through a few of those.
Yeah, even this one.
Is that number
there's
6?
I think
Currently,
so.
there's
Yeah.
like currently a couple of cracks right here. Where
And,
it just
and
those-
Sarah's
Yeah.
still
This
hanging
is
with
Yeah.
us.
my
Yeah.
old trusty.
Yeah, I don't
We've
understand.
tried
What am I
to
doing
like
wrong?
brace it from the underside and like
Right.
try to prevent that from happening, but it still happens.
He's rocking so hard.
Yeah.
We get into it. We get into it live. We just,
Yeah.
you kind of lose ourselves in
Yeah,
that.
and he really like when we're in an acoustic setup like this, he really is the drummer.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he's keeping that kind of.
Yeah.
But I
drum
think
thing,
also that
so-
makes it fun with the interplay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
With you guys going back and forth on it and everything. And you're touring a lot. Obviously, you got a lot of shows coming up. You're going to be in Chattanooga, in Nashville later in the year?
That's right. Yeah,
this fall.
yeah. Nashville later this year. Going to be doing something with Lightning 100, I think.
Oh, awesome.
And, that'll just, it feels like forever away, but
I
it's
know.
just really not. It's just, November.
Yeah,
So,
not far off. And you guys are huge in the UK as well.
yeah, we'll be
Go
back
back
over
there in
there
October.
later this year
Yep.
for a month or so to tour around the UK, but also in Germany, and
Yep.
we're going to do Amsterdam.
There'll be striking matches everywhere.
That's right, man.
Everywhere.
That's our new slogan.
That's right.
Well, I got to make sure our viewers know where is for your website, social media, and everything. Where should they go?
You can find us on social media at Striking Matches, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Our website is just strikingmatches.com.
And the great videos. You guys got to do more of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can't wait to see the video for the next single, too, because the boring
it's
one
gonna be cool.
kind of had me captivated. I had to watch it again.
Yeah.
Because having seen you live, I'm like going, wow, this is like the 180, you know?
That was the point.
So any fun new guitars going out with you guys on tour also? Any new Gibsons or anything?
Yeah, I think I usually bring out a 335, but Sarah plays a white SG, which is pretty cool. That was actually a T-Bone Burnett suggestion.
Really?
That's right, yeah. I was playing a Telly pretty much exclusively until we made that record. And because I play so much slide, and he was like, you should really be playing an SG. You get a little bit more room in the neck and everything. So, you know, I made that decision, and I think it's great. I went with a white one because Sister Rosetta Tharpe has a white one, had a white one.
Yeah, which is brilliant.
Which is awesome,
The originator of rock and roll.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, she's
So,
just super cool, and so that was just like, if we can channel any facet of that
Yeah.
whatsoever, the energy or whatever,
Totally.
but just the white SGs looks really cool.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
but they've
it really
got a
pops.
cool 2019 line out right now that we've both got a SG and a 335.
You can't go wrong with more guitars. There's always
Exactly.
Do you really need a coffee table?
No, just use the cases, just stack the
my
cases up
theory.
and- yeah.
You know, there's always room for just one more.
Yeah.
You know, and you guys are touring now too with new music. You gotta have
right.
guitars.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because we go through them, obviously.
You
Obviously,
do.
you
She
do.
has some.
I find something I like and I just like stay the course.
Well, I'll tell you what, you're going to see and hear a lot more of them. My recommendation is to buy the new single, get all 3 of the EPs as they're rolling out. You're going to love them. See them live. Because I'm telling you what, Striking Matches, you know, you just got a small taste here. I've seen them live. You want to do it too. Striking Matches is an up-and-coming band that we're going to hear a lot more from, and you're going to love their music. Thanks for watching The Rockin' Review.
Sponsored by the Big 98, Nashville's #1 for new country and the home of a Bobby Bones Show.